G'day guys, we are now in sunny
Oxnard.
Oxnard. We're in Cali. We're in California, guys. We're here for the last round of Hot Pit Auto Fest. We're doing well. We're sitting second in points by like 6 or 9 points or something, which isn't a lot because I think a win is 100 points.
Yep.
So it's very, very close. I have come bound with things to fix the Corvette. We're now at our usual stop, Starbucks. There's one there. Me and Ross always do the Starbucks thing because American coffee is shit. If you didn't already know, American coffee is the worst. And Starbucks isn't great, but it's not as bad as most coffee in America, which is like drip coffee.
It's the best of the shit.
It's the best of what is not good coffee. And that's as Queenslanders. You know, if you're from Melbourne, you'd really hate America for coffee. Anyway, Ross has been busy. While I've been in Japan, Ross has been off at
Baja.
I was going to say Dakar. I was like, no, that would be cool.
Dakar's a different animal.
Yeah, so he's been off at Baja in Mexico. He's got some clips for me, which I'm going to chuck in here.
Well, we're at Baja. Thinking the pack's coming past. Drove the truck first one, which is all past, and now we're sitting in class 2 and 4, I think.
That was what Russ has been up to. Watched some people die, which is kind of normal in Baja,
Yeah,
apparently.
We're not going to post those clips.
No, we won't post those clips, but that's wild.
We actually had a trophy truck crash in the pits.
Yeah.
I don't know how it happened, but yeah, it's a bad time at the moment. But
yeah. So regardless of what sport you're in, take it easy in the pits. Sometimes those rev checks aren't needed and literally could cause you to end up in jail.
Yeah.
Potentially for life. So yeah, pretty crappy. You would have seen it if you follow Baja, but pretty wild. I did see some of it from Japan, but I didn't know what extent after speaking to Ross. Yeah, so you look that up if you want yourself. Anyway, Starbucks time, then off to Magnuson Superchargers to meet up with the Corvette. Starbucks acquired. We're not going to Corvette yet. We are going to Corvette in a second, but I thought it was kind of funny. Just the length of the old F350. And Ross,
my untalented driving.
Ross has been driving it around. I'm more than happy for him to do the driving right now. So he's done a ton of driving in Japan, but you got a parking fine in the F350, believe it or not, for over length.
It's like, where do you want it? Where do you want me to put it? That it fits. It just doesn't fit.
Yeah, that's what she said. So yeah, you got to put it in the back. Anyway, we got to see the Corvette.
It's all dirty back there.
All right, we're here with the Corvette. We have 2 supercharger belts because one's clearly not enough. It'll end up costing you an entire round.
I have 3.
There are 3?
I found a spare in the pile.
Oh, and here?
There's a pile of belts just around the corner. So
I believe I went through those and couldn't find one before that round as well.
It's 1 inch difference in belt length.
Some say that makes a difference.
Yes.
Right, so it's my water sprayer thing. We got a new water sprayer thing to go in there. What's this? I don't know, we got other things. Holly awesome and sent me out a new alternator. Unfortunately, it's the wrong one. That's probably my fault more than anything, so nothing against them. We're gonna get a new one sorted out. We probably won't get a new one sorted out before this weekend. So we're going ahead and putting the AutoZone one back on.
Yes. So if anyone wants to know the difference between truck and Corvette, this is the difference.
Yeah, PCD.
It looks exactly the same.
Trying to put Japanese wheels on your Corvette, don't work. Same. So, oh yeah, we have a nice tool set. Forgot we bought that. That's our tool set.
It works, yes.
Yeah, sick.
We need minimal tools from other people.
Yeah, minimal.
It's good.
All right, cool. So we've got some things to do. We're gonna go ahead and start doing those things. What have you done already, Ross?
So it's Thursday, that's hot. Fucking
Don't weld things and then pick them up. Dum dum. Let's try that again. So, it's Thursday. We're at Magnuson again today. What we are doing today is basically prep work. I think Luke's still on the flight, which is fine. Just trying to knot up all the little stuff today, figure some stuff out. Got a list from last time, which is always good. But looking at the car, we were looking, for some reason, the hose that was there was actually knotted over. So it pays to check, guys. You need to check your stuff in between races. So I've actually redone it all, rerun the hoses, put some protective sheath and stuff all over them. But I'm literally just going through the car and fixing all the bits that we noticed last time that we didn't have time to change. So other than that, we got a Holly alternator from last time, which, if keen LS guys would notice, is not actually a Corvette alternator. I believe it's a truck alternator, which is 5.3 Gen 3-ish, somewhere there, different bolt pattern. So we're gonna get onto Holly today, and we're gonna change that alternator, or we're gonna have to go back to AutoZone and borrow one, which we've done a few times, which is funny. So that, I think I've fixed the water leak in the back, which hopefully is a good thing, so I don't have to keep running back to the pits for water. What else was there? We pick up our Vitor tyres tonight. We've got that sorted when I pick Luke up from the airport at 5. And then we're gonna have to go for a run. I need to go buy a water jerry because I'm sick of running around to the pits for water. And then we've got rocker covers to change tomorrow. Change them, put a catch can in, fix a few little bits and pieces, and after that we should be good. We got spare belts this time. We brought spare belts. That's what screwed us last time, but we should be good now. So I'll keep you updated, but I believe Noel's about to go on the dyno. So I'm gonna go sneak over there and have a look at the Coyote powered 370Z with a supercharger on top. He's been tuning all morning. It sounds sick. So we'll see how that goes. She's angry. So basically, got here 2 days ago, went over the car, started pulling rock covers off so they're loose.
Yep.
Pulling all the other bits and pieces off.
This looks a lot nicer
hoses
now.
and stuff that were in here getting pinched by everything were actually crossed up and knotted. So I went through the pile at
That's
Magnuson.
knotted good.
No, it was actually kinked to the point where it would have stopped the water flow.
Yeah,
And
that's also touching the radiator again, which
Yeah.
we worked out the radiator is super expensive.
Yeah. So we'll figure that out. But that was actually the circulation water for the supercharger plate.
Yep.
So now that should work.
Yep. And you've been fixing that line that got nicked by the belt when we lost it.
That's actually got liquid neoprene on it, which for those at home is what electrical tape is made of. But you just paint it on. You paint it on and then I'll wrap it in black and you won't even know it's there.
Cool. So yeah, the belt basically, when we lost the tensioner, it obviously nicked the throttle wiring, which
so that's
wasn't kicking up any issues yet, but has the potential to. So
it only burned through the insulation, didn't actually burn through the wiring. So I'm putting that insulation back in, and it should be fine after that. So
should be.
Well, the car's getting a rewire soon.
Yes.
So
well, hopefully.
Hopefully.
That's the plan. To get rid of all the access wiring and everything that's in here. And I've come in hot with, where'd you put the catch can? You already taken it somewhere?
Right.
Oh, took it over here. So we now have a catch can. We think, well, I'm fairly confident that part of our issue last round going into the wall, which luckily did minimal damage, like literally just scratched the wheels a little bit on the front. The back looks fine because there's a lot of tire on the back. Big Vitor, well, big-ish Vitors, but they're bulged because I'm using that smaller wheel on the back. So yeah, we did end up brushing the wall. I think the only thing was some, yeah, it has bent the front wheel a little bit. I can actually see it now looking at it. You can see it's like pushed in a little bit. So I think we do have spare fronts. So we may go ahead and swap a front out, see how we go. But we just had a bottle down here somewhere and that was leaning like so. Basically, because I only had half a supercharger belt, when I hit the brakes, it obviously covered the front tire in oil, which exacerbated the issue of the belt coming off. oily front tire manned up in the wall. Honestly, probably it was still a close battle considering I lost supercharger and power steering and everything. Still made it through the run, but yeah, we ultimately lost. So now we're gonna swap rocker covers over, make some lines. What else?
The car back to being a car again.
Build the car back to being a car. Build back better.
And then put the sprayers back in, and then I can put the intake back on, the bonnet can go back on.
Did you find them? They're in this.
No, they'll be in the bag or something.
They're in this bag as well.
I don't know whether you know this, Luke, but we only got here 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, we only got here 5 minutes ago. So, new little sprayer things, way too expensive, but they do work well.
We're going to Loctite them in this time.
Yeah.
So that they don't dribble out.
Yeah. So we're just doing all the things. We'll keep you guys updated. Little street test here. We also got my buddy Mikey coming in, who is the one that put this engine in the car originally, engine, clutch, and did all the work originally on this car. So he's flying in the next couple of hours, so it's going to be good to have him around as well to bounce ideas off, and he's very knowledgeable with the GM. He's very, very, very knowledgeable with Holly. Used to work for him, has a good relationship, so we can use him to go back and forth as well with things. And yeah, overall, it's going to be really good. Keep you guys informed while we do the thing.
Do the things. Let's just do some things.
All right, we are up to things. We've done things. Alternators on, belts on, rocker covers are going on at the moment. I've just dumped all the oil out. Got some new, fresh oil to go in. Thou shall not be named because we pay for it. We pay a lot for it. Oil sponsors, oil partners, hit us up. Thank you. No, what else? I feel like saying that's all we've done, but we've done a bunch. So
yeah, we've done a bunch of R&D this morning to try and figure out what's going on in places. We've got to figure out whether that fits into the hole, which it looks pretty big. Looks like a giant R2D2 at the moment.
3 litre catch can.
It's pretty big.
I would rather too big than not big enough.
I'd like to be able to get it in the front, but there's the...
We don't want to block any of the things.
There was a battery over there, which tells me there's a bit of size there.
I actually haven't looked to see if there's any... Could probably put it down here, like in the front corner.
Vented out the headlight lens.
Let me suss. All right, this is definitely our first fire. We did not at all have issues trying to put these plugs on and misfiring and things. This is our very first time firing it. It's complete. It's dead cold. Radio, fire up.
There we go, eh?
Yeah. Today, Junior. Oh, wouldn't read about it. All right, so we are pretty much done with prep. We got the taillights to work. You won't believe what was wrong with them. We'd gone through last time, sort of rigged up a brake light setup to make just the brake lights work, and the Parkers weren't working. Okay, should have checked the fuses. So was it just a fuse? It was a bad fuse. So we've gone ahead, replaced the fuse now. When I turn the headlights on, I have Parkers, I have brake lights, all the good stuff at the back of the car. I pulled some of the toe in out of the rear of the car, so it's a little bit more less pushy. Obviously the big bank at Irwindale will try and push you down and stuff, so I pulled some of the toe in out of it because we're also going to be running a grippier tyre now from Vitor, so I'm excited to try them. They're a slightly bigger sidewall as well, which should in theory give us more side bite, yada yada yada. Everything should be really good from that perspective. Other than that, unfortunately, I had a freaking flat on the rear of the pit bike, so we need to go ahead and we're going to go past a motorbike store now and go get a bike tube. Other than that, a couple zip ties in the front bumper, just spots like there, needs a new zip tie, and one of the spots underneath. The front bumper just doesn't sit very well at the moment. It's mad, let's be real. Yeah, I think we're good to go. I don't know why I brought my helmet from home forgetting that I had a US helmet, and I don't know where my boots are, so that's going to be fun to try and find those. Otherwise we are looking good. I need to show you guys the new tires we're going to be running because they are Vitors. They're the same actual compound as these but bigger sidewalls, so it'd be kind of cool. They'll fill up more of this big huge Corvette wheel well and hopefully look nicer as well as give us more of that side bite we're chasing out of this car. So I'm excited to actually get on those and try the bigger sidewall. Otherwise now, I think it's about time we load up and get out of here. And it's nice to finish up kind of early. So we got a big drive to the Airbnb, like 3.5 hours. Yeah, let's get out of here. We're loaded up. Oh crap, that's a green. I'm going.
We're in first too.
I know, I'm trying to get out of first. In drive, there we go. All right, so we are loaded up. We've just worked out we're on our way to NRG to drop off the truck and race car and everything, and then heading out to our Airbnb. But how beautiful is the scenery? We're just talking about it and show you guys. There's all a bunch on the other side as well. Just in between two sort of, I don't know, they only call them hills over here, but we're in a valley in between two sort of what in Australia we'd call mountain ranges, but they're just hills here. They're not actually big.
It's not unique
by American standards.
They're everywhere though.
So yeah, we're gonna head to NRG, drop this rig off, and then we thankfully a mate of mine hooked us up with an Airbnb, so yeah, effort free. So that's definitely a huge help with our program here in California, but it's an hour and a half away from the track. But you win some, you lose some. We do have a rental car with Mikey. He's flown in to help out as well. Did I get Mikey on camera before?
I don't know, I don't think so.
But anyway, Mikey's here. Mikey's the one that originally put the engine and everything in the Corvette, the LS3, so the LS2 to LS3 conversion. He did all of the work on the car, so he's very familiar with the car and very familiar with the GM platform in general. He does all the work on one of my other buddies' cars, and yeah. So anyway, very knowledgeable with his knowledge and Ross's knowledge. Russ, Jesus Christ. With Ross's knowledge as well, we're pretty solid this weekend. And then we got Kevin flying in as well that's going to help out. So we've actually got a team this weekend.
It's a team. It's not a two-man team, it's a four-man team.
Not a duo, we got a team. So yeah, we're going to head to NRG, drop the car off, and then jump into the rental car because it's cheap on gas. It's a little Kia shitbox thing.
Go find some bar and a dealer and...
Basically, it's cheaper to hire a car here, like a small car, than it is to get a shuttle bus to Ventura. And especially with the three of us, we'd be buying 3 bus tickets, blah, blah, blah. And I think the whole rental car cost is like $120. So it works out cheaper to rent a second car, or rent a runaround car. So we'll happily use that at events and stuff as well. So that'll help us with everything. That's all I got to say. We're just going to enjoy the scenery.
Drifting low, we ride so clean. Fast on the edge like it's just a dream. Smoke in the air, tires scream. Feeling alive, yeah, we're on that beam. Turned up the bass, see the tires burn. Slide through the curve, feeling every turn. Hands on the wheel, keeping it smooth. Got that flow, yeah, got that groove. Can't slow down, this is my show. Drifting wild, let that motion flow. Drifting low, we ride so clean. Fast on the edge like it's just a dream. Smoke in the air, tires scream. Feeling alive, yeah, we're on that beat.
All right, parked up. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I think it's meant to rain. I like the fact there's skid marks here. This is actually NRG's main headquartery thing. Yeah.
like it's just a dream. Smoke in the air, tires scream. Feeling alive, yeah, we're on that beam. Left, right, let the wheels decide. Pulling through like a magic ride. Cloud goes by, we're feeling that heat. Music and wheels when the road it beat me.